Hi Geminis, how are y'all doing? My name is Marlissa. This is At Work from Mars Tarot, and this is going to be your love reading. Shout out to y'all. Y'all had 200 something odd views for your video last week. So y'all were like number 10, 11, or 12, and y'all ended up being number 1. So I love that for y'all. And for that, I am going to end up doing a bonus reading for you. So you guys are going to have 2 love readings this week. I'm not going to lie, this spread has a lot of energy in it. And off bucks intuitively, I was like, is this now? Is this later? So for some of you all, this is going to be an energy of now, but for some of you, this may not happen until next summer. For some of you, it may be that a new love or something comes about next summer. All right. There is sadness here, but there's also joy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of like very Gemini, right? It's like a half and half. Like, there are tough things going on, but there are good things that are going to happen too. Okay. So the overall energy of your spread is joy and stability. Okay. So this is reminding you to be very mindful of what you're thinking, because what you're thinking, you're also manifesting. So even if you are going through a hard time, it's time to think happy thoughts. It's also time to spend time with others who do support you in feeling happy. Because I do see another card here that says sadness and isolation, okay? So you're going to want to gather in order to feel some joy and stability within yourself. Some of you are being encouraged to be happy because you do have a loss that has happened. You take that how it resonates. You know, the loss could be in multiple ways, but you are definitely grieving something, somebody, or a form of a relationship. Sometimes we even grieve what never was, like what never came to be, right? And another thing, Gemini, you all are ruled by Mercury. So, like, communication is very important to y'all. So the throat chakra came out here. Throat chakra, I speak. So this is making me feel like that instead of being in this isolating energy, it's okay to be sad, but instead of maintaining being in the sadness and isolation or feeling helpless and hopeless, like, you are actually supposed to talk to someone. All right. There may also be whatever you're going through right now may require you to change the way that you communicate. All right. You may be saying 5 or 5 or 555, which is a number of change. All right. And also sometimes like fighting. So you may have to fight off depression. You may be getting into more arguments with some people that people in your community. You may be fighting through, this sadness and isolation, or this helplessness and this hopelessness. Okay. It's time to shift your focus though. We have change your focus. So if some of you are hyper focusing on a breakup or a loss, it's time to shift that. Let me see what that, because this deck is a little different. And that's in your emotions. There's something that you need to shift your focus about in your emotions. Yeah, that's about disappointment, loss, and appreciating things. All right. Yeah. So for some of you who lost the relationship, it's like you're grieving because it didn't turn out how you expected. All right. And when you're sitting there and you're contemplating on everything, all right, it's really when you are isolating, right? When you're isolating yourself, that is when you are the most sad. Okay. And I also see, again, this energy of helplessness and hopelessness. So mentally, you're feeling sad and isolated, and you're feeling helpless and hopeless, and you're strongly feeling helpless and hopeless with the number 8 being at the top. All right. And you're going to have to choose, Gemini, to walk away from that energy of feeling helpless and hopeless, right? You have to look out into the horizon and know that no matter what, your dreams are going to come true. That joy and stability will come. All right. You have dreams coming true at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So at some point, your dreams will come true. You will have everything that you want. You're just going through a time of hardship right now. Okay. So let me pull, let me show you these oracle cards that came out. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do feel like by looking at these, some of you all who may be going through, a breakup or something. Um, some of you may find yourself lusting like after that person or whatever. Oh wait, actually, sorry, June, I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's one new card here. One more card here in the other deck, and it says new vitality. All right, so this is about new passions and new creativity and such, arising. So you may find a new way to go at things in your love life. You may become very creative, in this like in the helpless and the hopeless moments. You're going to see the light and you're going to be more creative. For some of you, this could signify a new partner coming along and, new and good sex, because this would be like the Ace of Wands in traditional tarot. It's a passionate card, but it's about creativity in the beginnings, all right? That manifesting, okay? Now, it could even be that, some of you may feel a little helpless when it comes to the lust that you're feeling towards this person that you're yearning for, all right? But we have lusting here. Forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. So be mindful of either you lusting, Gemini, or somebody lusting after you, because not much good comes from that. Like, yeah, nut. Yeah, the moment. But what about after that? You need love to sustain relationships, okay? We have distance, separation, space, blockage. Distance, separation, space, blockage. Some of you may be in something long distance. Some of you may, again, be going through a breakup and there's, going to be some distance. We have loyalty, trusting, reliability, believing. So maybe this is something that you are looking for, Gemini, like in a partner. Maybe this is how you are. Maybe this is why the breakup took place, because there was a lack of loyalty. Maybe this is signifying the new person that comes at a later time and those dreams that come true. They're going to be loyal. I heard Leo. You may have a Leo coming in, or, a Leo, because Leos do tend to be loyal. So maybe it's that, or also maybe, right, sometimes, right, during a time of heartbreak, our pets really help us through. So they're more reliable sometimes than people are, right? So maybe some of you, but while you're nurturing your dog, because dogs, we have to walk them, we have to feed them and all of that. So sometimes while we're taking care of them, we're taking care of ourselves. So some of you may also think about, if you don't have a dog, if you're not a pet owner, some of you may think about getting a dog during this time frame. We have withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. So again, this is an energy that keeps on coming out, like for you, like you are withdrawing or you're wanting to withdraw. Very sad. We have exhaustion here too. Depletion, drain, long journey. So you do have a journey ahead of you, okay? I'm not going to lie and act like you don't. And that is exhausting for you right now. But it's like, instead of thinking of the journey, just take it day by day, all right? The next set of oracle cards that came out. So I also want to tell you, in addition to these cards, I had already saw the unfinished business and the soulmate card, all right? And then I was like, okay, I picked those back up and I put them like back on the pile, like sitting down next to me. Y'all, the soulmate card fell on the ground and the unfinished business card has still came out the pile and was sitting right there. So some of you all may have a soulmate, all right, who feels like that they have like unfinished business with you, or you may feel that same way. And keep in mind that I always tell people with these love readings that it does not have to just be romantic love. You could be having a familial situation, because we tend to love our family members. You could have a friendship. You could have a lover. But yeah, just keep in mind that some soulmate of yours, or you, Gemini, may feel like you have unfinished business. And then I saw the affair third party card too. So it could be that somebody was cheating, or, that was found out. All right. Maybe somebody is waiting for the perfect moment for you to be like available again. Okay. But we have fling. We have ex or past love. Ex or past love, which is what also makes sense with that soulmate card. We have earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. We have water sign, that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we have family or family issues. So some of you all, this may resonate because this could be you feeling this way about like a family member, and I'm not sure if it's past. Well, let me say this: the card that came out was summertime. So some of y'all summer technically is still now. The last day of summer is like within the next week. All right, fall starts within the next week. Less than a week for real, if I'm not mistaken. So some of you all could have already been dealing with this during summertime, and for some of y'all, this could be next summer because at the bottom of the deck we have next year. So you take that how it resonates, okay? But just keep in mind that you do have some new beginnings, all right, with this new vitality card, all right, and your dreams are coming true, and joy and stability. Like, even though this is a hard time for you, Gemini, you're still gonna get everything that you want. It's just a matter of when. Okay, I love y'all. Y'all's video will be posted first. And then I'll do, the rest of the signs in the order of the views. And then I'm going to post another video for y'all at the end, because that's going to be y'all's bonus reading, because I really appreciate y'all views from last week. So thank you. See you next time. Bye.